Hey everyone, it's Ashley and today I'm finally bringing you my April wrap-up. I am seriously so bad at filming these on time and posting them still in the month that I'm talking about, or like in the first couple of days into the month afterwards. So I'm sorry about that, but I'm finally bringing it to you. Also, kind of a side note, I live in a house with other people and those other people are home right now and kind of making a lot of noise. So if you hear noise in the background, kind of like that, I'm very sorry, but there's nothing I can do about it because I can't control the actions of other people. But yeah, let's get started on the books that I read in April. So at the beginning of this month, I kind of hit a slump. I don't really know why. I read like the first 70 pages of quite a few books and I just couldn't get into any of them. And I know that they were all wonderful, like they were still good books and I want to finish them eventually. I just wasn't in the mood for any of them and it took me quite a while to find a book that I was in the mood for. So unfortunately, like the whole first week of April, I just didn't finish any books and I didn't really get into any books. And then I picked up Winger by Andrew Smith and oh my freaking god. Also, this would be a good time for me to announce that I'm actually going to be part of a live show for this book with Lindsay from Lindsay Reads and Frankie from Instead of Gold, and they are both wonderful. I will link both their channels down below. It's going to be hosted on Frankie's channel, and yeah, I'm so excited to talk about this book because the feels. I gave this book 5 out of 5. It was so good. It was like out of this world good. I absolutely loved it. I loved Ryan Dean's voice and just the way that it was written, and oh my god, this book. So I have filmed a review for this book multiple times actually, but I like cry in almost every single one, so I'm gonna try to refilm it this week because it's been about a month since I've read it and I think I'm a little bit more detached from the story and I can probably talk about it without crying, but I'm not going to talk much about it because I want to talk to you like fully about this book, like a full review. So you will be seeing that hopefully in the very near future. But yeah, this is just a contemporary book about a boy who goes to a boarding school and he's 14, but he's super smart, so he goes into 2 grades ahead of him and he ends up having to live in O-Hall, which is the residency for like delinquents, because he hacked a teacher's cell phone or something because he's like just so intelligent. But anyways, it's so good. It's just a very nice contemporary boarding school book that just like, oh my god, just like kills you. It like tears your heart out and teaches you what real feelings are. It's so good. I loved it so much. So right after I finished Winger, and I am being serious with you guys, like pretty much the minute I finished Winger, I knew that if I didn't pick up another book that day and decide I was reading that book, no matter what, I would hit a slump because the end of Winger just was so good. It was just what are feelings? But I knew that if I didn't pick up another book, I would be stuck. And I was already stuck for like a week at the beginning of the month and I knew I couldn't allow that to happen. So I picked up To All the Boys I've Loved Before. And I read like the first, not even the first 10 pages, something like that, and I liked it, but I needed some time to recoup from the end of Winger. And then the day after that, I picked it back up and I restarted it from the beginning, and I read the entire book in a sitting. I was up till 4 o'clock in the morning. I read the whole thing. It's super good. It's so cute, just cute, contemporary, and wonderful. This is about a girl named Laura Jean who writes love letters to all the boys that she's had crushes on in the past, and she hides them in a hat box in her room, and then someone finds that hat box and sends it out, and she has to deal with all the repercussions of all of these people finding out all these secrets about her and all of her secret feelings. But really the book is about her kind of relationship with herself is what I would say this book is really about. But oh my god, it's so good, and I got to meet Jenny Han and she was amazing and this book was fabulous, and 5 out of 5 stars. I'm also thinking about doing a full review of this book, so if you want to see a full review of this book on my channel, comment below and let me know. And then the minute I finished with To All the Boys I've Loved Before, I was just in this, oh my god, happy, it's spring, contemporary, fun, love kind of mood. So I picked up Better Off Friends by Elizabeth Eulberg, and also this cover is one of my favorite covers. The cover is what really sold me on this book because the inside cover is just so cute. But this is about 2 best friends who have been best friends forever, and everyone thinks that they should date, but they never date because they don't think they could like each other. And obviously it's a cute contemporary YA, so they learn that they love each other and like obviously have to find a way to make that work in their lives. It's dual narrated by each friend. It's so cute, and it's also like oddly dual narrated. So it's like her perspective in the past, his perspective in the past, and then present day conversations that they're having with each other right now. So it was really cute. I gave it a 4 out of 5. It was excellent for what I wanted it to be, and it was very cute as a cute contemporary, which I knew it was going to be going into it, but I kind of wanted just a little bit more from it. But honestly, I'd still recommend it as a really quick contemporary read. Then I picked up this gem of a novel. Words. I feel like you've probably seen a trillion reviews of this book recently, but honestly, the only way that I can describe this book quickly is that it is like Buffy meets Elle Woods from Legally Blonde if the story was about a paladin instead of a vampire slayer. Quick, easy description. Beautifully written, super freaking funny, so good, just so good. I would just highly recommend this to anyone and everyone. Yes, I just love this book. I also think I want to do a full review of this book as well because I just have so many feelings towards it. So if you want to see my full review of this, comment down below. The only reason I haven't done it yet is because I know like everyone's been doing a full review of this book, and I feel like your subscription feeds have probably just been like blown up with reviews of this book, but I still want to do one because I have a lot of feelings towards it. Obviously, this was a 5 out of 5 stars for me. And I read Rebel Belle during the Dewey's 24-hour readathon, and I finished it, and I wanted to read something else before I went to sleep that day. So I read Glitches by Marissa Meyer, which is one of the short stories during the Lunar Chronicles. It takes place before Cinder, and it was so good. All the peony feels, and all the Ico feels, and all the Cinder feels, and just so many feels. It was so good. I would highly recommend it. It's a free novella. You can just get it off of Wattpad or Wattpad. I don't know how you pronounce it, but I will link that ebook or novella in the description box below if you want to go read it because it's so good. And the last book that I read this month was Sea of Monsters by Rick Riordan, and I read this from the beginning of the month to the end of the month. I did kind of a weird thing, not a weird thing, I've been doing this a lot. I did a video about the fact that I do this. I listened to the audiobook and read the book periodically throughout the month. So I listened to the audiobook while I was driving to and from work, and I read the book because I borrowed it from a friend kind of here and there. I don't have a physical copy of the book anymore, unfortunately, and I don't want to buy a physical copy because I really want the box set of the new covers when it comes out. So I'm just going to continue listening to the audiobooks and reading the books that I borrow from a friend until the box set comes out, in which case I will buy it. Yeah, I really liked it. It was a 4 out of 5. I feel the same way about this as I did about the first Percy Jackson. It was super fun and super entertaining, and I really wanted to know what was happening, but I also kind of like knew what was happening. Like I could guess what was happening, and also I really just wanted a little bit more from it, like just a little bit more. And I also don't think it was quite as good as the first one, so yeah, 4 out of 5. And I'm not saying I don't like it, I really do like it. It just wasn't exactly what I wanted it to be, I guess. I don't know how to portray this properly. I'll probably do a review of the series when I finish the whole series, but I plan on reading one every month from here on out until I finish, if not more than one a month. But like I will be reading Titan's Curse next month, for example. Yeah. Those are all of the books that I read in the month of April, along with Glitches by Marissa Meyer and Sea of Monsters by Rick Riordan, which I do not have physically with me right now. So I read 6 books this month, or rather 5 books and 1 novella. I am really happy with that. I am ahead of my reading goal right now on Goodreads, which is super exciting and very like relieving for me, but I would like to finish at least 6 books next month because I am participating in so many readathons. But you guys will be seeing my May TBR very soon, and until then, if you have read any of the books that I read this month, any of these babies, comment down below and let me know what you thought of them. And if you've read Winger, or if you want to read Winger before the 10th of May, which is this Saturday, please read it and join us on Frankie's channel instead of Gold for the Winger live show. I can't even talk right now because I really want to talk to you guys about this because I have so many feelings towards this book. It's ridiculous. So until then, see you next time and happy reading. Bye!